Okay, guys, welcome, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Today, we are having a very special guest and a friend of mine. I haven't actually met him yet, but I've been following him for quite a while. So, in my opinion, Gavin is the authority in email marketing. And as we have all done we have started on this challenge, the Titanic Kung Fu Challenge. We want to learn about personal branding. We want to learn how to use personal branding as a tool to help us to improve our business. So email marketing is actually a very important part in our armory to generate leads, to connect with our leads, and to create offers that will capture our leads. Yeah. So today, it's just a 1 hour plus kind of session. Don't expect to go too deep, but we'll have enough to at least get us started on email marketing and understand what is email marketing all about. Yeah. So without further ado, just put a virtual hand together and just welcome Gavin. Thank you.
Hey guys, hey everyone. Actually, you all can look at the Zoom screen. There's this thing called the reaction. You all can actually click clap. I'm like clapping for myself. Okay, so guys, welcome to today's session. And first of all, I'd like to thank Untitled for already inviting me. I'm very excited to be sharing with you guys about everything that we are doing today. And for those of you who are actually using your laptop or PC or even your mobile phone, feel free to please show your camera as well so that I can look at you in the face, we can look at each other in the eye, and we can do a lot of interaction, okay? The whole purpose of today's session is that Yuan Tai actually told me to come in this afternoon to share with you guys about email marketing, because I think he probably first knew about me from email marketing, because that was one of my core expertise in the things that I do. I'm actually a specialist in digital marketing, and like Yuan Tai has mentioned, email marketing is one of the tools in your whole toolbox, right? So you have a lot of different tools in your toolbox, right? You have to understand that email marketing is just one of these tools that you can actually use to build your business. And it's one of the very important tools, as I will explain to you in a little while why is that so. All right, so today's session is really about that. I really want to bring a lot of value to you guys. I really want to share as much as I can, but I was told that I only have 1 hour. Okay, so I will do my very best to give you all my 100%. But what I request is also this, all right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, right? If you can, please also participate actively. All right, you guys are either on your PC or your laptop or your phone. You guys can also chat and do stuff like that. So whenever I say, can you all just give me some reply, or you all can type in the chat. Now feel free to just say hi, right, from the in the comment or the chat box also. Then we can interact with each other. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I will be going into the topic proper. All right, so everyone should be able to see my screen right now, right? If I'm not wrong. Right, everyone is able to see my screen. Yeah, I see the thumbs up for Yuan Tai and everybody else. So good, excellent guys. So this is what we are doing today. And today is just a quick introduction to email marketing and what we are actually doing. Okay, so before I move on further, right? Before I move on further, because I believe none of you here, I don't see any names that I can really recognize. So my assumption is that none of you here actually know who I am. So I just want to take a short 2 minutes to introduce who I am. It's not going to be long. I'm not here to pitch you guys anything. So it's just a quick coverage to say what I've been through, what I've been doing, so that you all know that why you have to listen to this guy with this a bit flattened hair and wearing a pink shirt, okay? So my name is Gavin. So basically, in the past, I was actually in the civil service. I was a naval officer for close to 10 years. And then I came out and started my own business. Well, the truth is this, right? But don't go and pao me, because last time when I was in the Navy, I already started doing my own businesses. I started exploring marketing already. So I'm not supposed to do that because that's moonlighting. But I started to learn and do a lot of my own internal businesses. And I realized that at the point, I really wanted to focus on my entrepreneurship journey, and I left the service and came out and founded my own company. So I left in 2016, so it's about 4 years right now. I mean, within these 4 years, I've been very lucky, right? I've appeared on an international magazine. The magazine that you see over there is actually a German magazine. So it's quite strange to have 2 Asian guys appearing on the front cover of a German magazine. So I've been very blessed to have that opportunity. I also conduct training lessons in person, right? So that's actually me. Let me just use my laser pointer so you all can see, right? That's actually me, right? When my hair was a bit longer, conducting one of my live class. I've been also been very fortunate to be interviewed on various stages all around the world. I've been picking up stages in Singapore, Malaysia, let me think about, still got where, London, Netherlands, in the United States. So places like that, I've been invited on stage to share about my expertise. So I have the opportunity to do that. And the picture on the right bottom is a private mastermind where everyone sitting in the room was at least a 7 to 8 figure entrepreneur, and I was sharing with them actually how digital marketing could help them scale their businesses. Because if you guys will agree with me that there's actually a lot of businesses today, they might not still understand how they are able to actually scale their business through digital marketing, because a lot of them are still very brick and mortar. And today, especially in this COVID situation, right, a lot of these businesses are suffering because they have not transited online. So that is actually my expertise right there. Right, so who is Gavin? Also, again, the second thing is that this is just some more pictures to show you that, you know, I'm not smoking you lah, right? I've been to stages all around the world. Like, so I think on the top left was Netherlands, on the top right was actually Dubai, and I've traveled around the world with this one of my great mentors. His name is Mr. John Lee. You guys are following him on social media as well. I travel around the world with him also as one of his coaches, where I provide coaching to all the people who want to learn digital marketing. And at the bottom left, anyone can recognize who's the gentleman on the bottom left? Anyone able to do so? Nobody, yeah. All right, so basically, right, the gentleman on the bottom left, this gentleman here, right? Let me ask you a question. How many of you here have an Apple phone one? You all have an Apple phone one? Can you just type yes in the comment section? Let me know. You all own an Apple phone or Apple device. Type in the comment section, let me know. Type in the chat. I see that Toriel said yes. Yuan Tai said iPad. Yes. So you all should thank this guy, okay? Because, well, Steve Jobs was the guy who actually think of how to market to you all, and then you all buy, right? Actually, the person that you all really need to thank for creating this is this gentleman right here. His name is Steve Wozniak. Okay, so he's the co-founder of Apple. So I have the opportunity to meet up with him to talk about marketing, talk about sales, talk about technological ideas behind. So yes, David, exactly. This is the technical guy behind Steve Jobs. He is the one who created all the computer, because Steve Jobs know nothing one, right? Steve Jobs is very, very good at marketing. I have to give him credit, and I learned a lot of things from him. But the person who actually created all these things is this gentleman right here, Steve Wozniak. Okay, so yeah. Everything he thinks is about prank. I don't know about that. All right. So that's a quick introduction about myself. So I hope you all understand who I am today. And if you all think I'm speaking a little bit fast, because I'm a bit nervous, I only have 1 hour. I really want to give you all as much as I can. Okay. So if I speak a bit too fast, please let me know, and then we can I can slow down a little bit for you all. And Yuan Tai, I'm not sure if I'm recording it. If you have not, then maybe we want to do that as well. Okay,
recording. So you can actually go a bit over, it's okay.
You can go over.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay, that's good. All right, so that I want to make sure that I give you all my 100%, okay? Because that's just who I am. If I want to do something, I make sure I give it my 101%. In fact, I give it even more. All right, so today what we're doing is basically Yuan Tai told me that the session today is really for a group of entrepreneurs who really want to explore what email marketing is all about. So I do not know the level of expertise for each of you, so I have to go from the basic to a little bit more advanced. So I will be covering a little bit of the basic concept to make you all understand, right, what is email marketing all about first, and then we will move into some of the more strategic level. What are some of the things that you can do to actually make this work for you to really explode what you can execute in your business to help you generate revenue. So we'll touch a little bit on that. Like David said, you're a normal photographer. Doesn't matter what business you are in. All right, whether you have a business, whether you don't have a business, whether what industry or what niche you're in, it doesn't matter, because the strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you today, as long as you know how to utilize it properly, it will definitely help you generate new revenue, right? Later you will find out exactly why this will be the case. All right, so today I'll be sharing with you firstly what is email and why you should be using email, okay? And then after that, I will share with you this very important tool that most email marketers use. In fact, all email marketers will use is this thing called the email autoresponder. How many of you here know what an email autoresponder is? Right? Just type yes or no in the comment section, in the chat. If you know, just say yes. If you don't know, just type no. Yuan Tai, yes. I mean, Yuan Tai himself is an entrepreneur as a marketer, so obviously he knows what it is. Tara said no. Venkat said no. Linda said yes. That's good. That's good. Anybody else? I mean, we have about 10 or 9 of you in here, right? So I'm supposed to see more responses. Vern also said yes. Carson said no. Okay, so you see we have a good mix of people in here, which is why I need to go through so that everybody could understand it, all right? So I will be showing you all how you all can be using an email autoresponder, what is its purpose, and why you should be using it. And then, of course, last but not least, if you are even using it in the first place, how can you be writing powerful emails can convert? All right, you need to write emails that can convert people. Because if I just share with you email marketing, but I don't tell you how to write the email that can convert people into clients or into leads, right? Then got use or not? Guys, got use or not? Right? Then won't have use, right? So that is exactly why we all want to really go through that process today, and then we will be able to understand what is it that we will be able to do in our emails that can help people from not knowing you to like you, to trust you, and then to buy from you. Okay, so that's exactly what we are doing. All right, so first thing is this, right? I want to ask everybody, you all come onto this call, right? And then you all might be thinking, wow, sure not, Gavin or Yuan Tai, you all asked me to come to this introduction to email marketing. But then nowadays, you got people wrote email, man. Right? How many of you here, be honest, how many of you here actually think of this question before? Right? How many of you here think of this question before? If you all really got think of this question, you all just type yes in the chat and let me know. Yeah, I thought of it, like, really, man? Yuan Tai say yes already. Right, but Yuan Tai, you are the one who invited me to do this. Why? How can you think like that?
The key question always the conversion, the open rates, and yeah lah, for Google, because Google they have up their filter.
Yeah. Okay. So no problem. Yuan Tai said yes. David said okay. Binket said also yes. Tara said yes. Carson even just say I don't read email. All right. So but the thing is this, right? My question to you guys is this: how many of us, right? Even though we say that we don't read emails, right? People out there still read email, because you have to understand this concept. For example, right now, if I ask you this, if you are living in a world where, say, 80% of the people are vegetarians, and then for some reason now, I'm the kind of people, I love my meat one. I cannot live without my meat. Okay, I love my steak. I want to eat one, right? But if you were to start a business, right? If you were to start a business, right? Which one have a bigger market share right now? Is it the vegetarian side or is it the steak? Right? The answer will be very obvious. It's still the vegetarian, because they occupy 80% of the market, right? And the thing is this: people still read email, but you don't. Does it mean that then you don't do a business in email? Does it mean that you don't do a business in whatever niche that you are? Right? The answer is that you ever have to think, what does the market have? What has the market demand? What is the market trend? What is the market demands, right? So that you know the market is still reading email and is a form of communication that you can get through to them. Then my question to you is that, why, just because you don't read email, you don't use it as a way, as a form of communication to reach out to your potential customers, right? So that is really the key point I want to drive across, because sometimes it's not about what you want or what you like. It's always about the market. Correct or not? You guys agree with me? It's always about the market. So if you guys agree with me, just type market in the group chat, okay? Just type market in the group chat. All right? So here is the truth. The truth is that with a survey that we all have done, right, 59% of the respondents actually said this before, right? 59% of them said that marketing emails influence their purchase decision, okay? So close to 2/3 of the people still say that marketing emails influence their purchasing decision. And then there was actually a survey done, right, to ask a group of, I think this survey was done for close to about 5,000 people. And then they actually asked them this question: how often do you buy products and services because you saw a marketing or advertising email, right? The answer will shock you. Only 1.9% of them say, only 1.9% of them say, like at this bottom, you all can see, right? Only 1.9% of them say that they have never bought anything because they read an email, right? The rest of the 98.1% said that they have bought something because they read an email. Okay, the truth is not everyone buy every day, obviously, right? But 20% of them said that because of one email, they bought it once a year, right? 50%, half of them actually said because they read an email, that's why every single month they will buy something, because they have read one particular email that prompted them to buy something. And then 23.8%, another 3% say they buy multiple times or even as much as once a week. So my question to you is this, guys: if you know that, right, if you've been sending out emails all the time, and half of these people, right, because they read your email, 50% of them will at least buy something from you once a month because they have read your email, then would you send the email or not? Yes or no? Right, just type in the chat and let me know, yes or no. But this is a real bucket survey being done. I'm not lying to you. So it doesn't matter whether you read email or not, because you may be in the 1.9%. But don't forget, there's still the 88.1% of people who still will buy because they read the email. All right. So this is what email is all about. So email currently, the official statistic is this, right? We have 3.9 billion users of email. It should more than half the world population have access to email already. And every single day, there's more than 300 billion emails that's being sent. I cannot even imagine how many zeros there is. I think that is like 12 zeros, but it's just too many for me to comprehend already. So don't ask me how many. Many, okay? So every single time, right? Every single second, there's tons of emails being sent, right? The truth is this, right? I'm also not here to paint the nice picture and then say that, oh, it definitely works, everything like that. But a lot of the emails, the truth is, does it go unread? Probably yes, right? Maybe 80% of the emails or 90% of emails will go unread. But what matters is that the 10% of the emails that are being read are relevant, targeted emails that you send out to people. And because you have done that, you are able to generate sales. So that is the key thing that we need to focus about. You always need to focus on the right things. Like for example, in this COVID situation, that we are all in right now, right? What are people focused on all the time, every single day? Let me ask you this, right? What are people focused on, right? People are focused on what? People are focused on mask lah, not enough mask lah. People are focused on, I got no bubble tea lah. People are focused on, well, I cannot buy McDonald's now. Well, people are focused on, well, every day got 800 case, 900 case, 1,000 case, right? People are focused on all these things. Why isn't anyone focusing on the fact that, oh, now I got more rest time. Wow, now I get to spend more time with my family. Wow, this is the time that I actually learn a new skill. So you see what I wanted to share through is this. What you focus on will manifest for you. Now, this is not some, I'm not trying to be philosophical here, or I'm trying to be some meditation guru that teach you all this weird stuff out of the air. But the point I'm trying to drive across is this. You have to focus on the right things, okay? There are circumstances, there are things that we cannot change, all right? There are things that we cannot change. We cannot change this virus situation. It happened already. These are beyond our control. But what we can control is that we can control what are we doing during this time that we are doing. Like all you here, I want to applaud all you because you guys are spending the time here to learn. You guys are spending the time here to acquire new knowledge. So you're using it positively. You're not here sulking in your bed, just watching Netflix, not doing anything, right? So it's about what you focus on that's going to bring around the change. So in this case, email is the same. 80% of the people don't read, it doesn't matter. Because you know what? The truth is this. 80% of our wealth is going to come from 20% of the action that you take. Let me say that again. 80% of the wealth is going to come from the 20% of the action that you take that means and that matters. All right. And this is going to be part of that 20%. All right. So having said that, that's a bit of the mindset thing that I'd like to share with you guys. But also, why email? Why should we still be using email today? Because, right, if you go onto the marketing world today, I'm also part of the marketing world, and I also advocate other platforms, right? For example, I do social media marketing. We have to advertise ourselves on Facebook. We have to do it on Instagram. We have to do it on YouTube, and we have to do it on like Google and everything like that. But the question I have to you guys is this: like Google and YouTube owned by who? If you all know the answer, you can type in the chat. Right, Google and YouTube owned by who? Google, right? So Google and YouTube owned by Google. All right. What about Instagram? Instagram is owned by who? Instagram owned by Facebook, right? So what you do on Facebook and Instagram owned by Facebook. Also WhatsApp also owned by Facebook. All right. For those of you who are not aware. And then there are other platforms like TikTok or something like that. They are up and coming, also owned by other companies. Correct or not? So my question to you guys is, what if one day, right, you spend so much money and so much effort to advertise yourself and build a following on all these platforms, but because you never collect your following, right, you never build your own database, one day, let's say you have a 1 million following on Facebook, but one day Facebook say, hey, let's say, I can't see the names right now, let's say Yuntai, we realize that what you are doing on Facebook is not very ethical, right? Your account has been banned. Then what's going to happen to your business? Is your business going to go up or going to come down? Right? Confirm the answer is your business is going to come down all the way. And that's the whole point of actually having email marketing as one of the tools in your tool bag. Right? Because everything else that you do, right, you have all these different ways of collecting data, but all these data always stay with the company, right? I see here David say you create 3 business accounts. You are right, but that's only if you know how to do advertising properly. Okay, your personal profile, they can still trace and ban you one, right? Business account, we use it mainly for what? To do advertising. That is another topic for another day. But you cannot have multiple personal profile. Facebook, if they know that you do that, they will also ban you. So don't do funny thing. Okay, that's my personal recommendation. After spending more than $500,000 on Facebook, okay, that's my own recommendation to you. Okay, so David, I hope that help you understand. But in the end, all this thing is what the point I'm trying to drive across is this. You can have all this information out there, all this following, but if you do not capture this and own your own data, right? If one day one of your account on whatever platform get crashed, get banned, get disabled, you are going to lose your business overnight. This is what happened to a lot of people when the first Google slap happened many years ago. Because people build their businesses based on SEO, they build their business based on social media. That's some do on Facebook, all this, right? So they spend a lot of time and effort to optimize their website for Google and how to use AdWords and everything, right? But when the first Google slap happened, that's it, right? Overnight, the businesses who used to have tens of thousands of traffic every single day, the next day, 0 traffic, right? And their business went down. And that's the reason why it's very important that you can collect this data. Because even if, let's say, the next Google slap happen, the next Facebook slap happen, the next whatever thing happen, right? You can always have your own data to email out to these people. To tell them that, hey, we are still active, right? We are still here. Don't forget about us. You can still purchase this thing or that thing or whatever or do business with us, right? You can still send email to communicate with these people. At least you have another medium. Okay, so that's really the biggest why you should still be considering email marketing, even though the rest of the social media marketing trends and everything are coming up. All right, this is the biggest and most important reason. Does that make sense to you guys or not? If it makes sense to you guys, just type yes in the comment section and let me know. All right. So I see Carlson asked, what is Google Slap? Yantai, yeah, so Yantai answered it. So basically, all these are ruled by algorithm. So what happened was Google actually changed the algorithm, updated a lot. In fact, nowadays, Google change it every few weeks, right? So as marketers, we have to be very up to date with all this stuff all the time. And when that happened, every time things happen, okay? And like I said again, so when you own your own data, right, it reduces the need for advertising already. Because right now, what happens is that you all don't have your own data, right? Every time you all need to find someone new, what you all do? You have to advertise, no? Correct or not? You all need to spend money on advertising platform, go out there, look for people, and then you have to tell them and really what you call that, pay them money so that you can reach out to new cold people, right? That's because that's just how it is, right? Because you have no data. But imagine you have your own data, you have your own database of say 1,000, 2,000, or 5,000 people, right? Every time you have a new product, every time you have a new service, what you can do you still need to spend money to advertise to people? Not a lot, not as much, right? Because what you have now is that you can just send a simple email to this whole database, right? Using what we call the autoresponder, which I cover that later well. And then you can just promote already, right? So it actually reduces the need for advertising. So which is why email marketing produces one of the highest ROI. I'll cover that in a while later. But then again, like I said, mentioned this multiple times over this sharing already. Email marketing in today's modern world is just one of the very effective tools in your toolbox, all right? Your tool shed has a lot of tools. But the amazing thing about email marketing is that it integrates very well with other forms of marketing. It integrates very well with how you do social media marketing. It integrates very well with how you do video marketing. It integrates very well with how you do paid advertising. It integrates very well with how you do search engine optimization marketing as well. So there's a lot of ways that you can use email to integrate all these services, and then you collect all this data, and then as email, you push it all out again. All right, so this is really why I will still highly recommend, no matter what business you are in, it doesn't matter, again, what business, what niche you are in, email marketing is still one of the most effective form of marketing. Okay, so like I say again, 42%, sorry, every $1 spent, this is the survey done as well, right? For a marketer, they ask them, so what is the ROI that you experience for email marketing, right? And the marketers actually reply all these things. On average, right, this is in London. This survey was done in UK in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So that was just last year. They asked the marketers in UK, so for every $1 you spend on email marketing, what was your return? And the answer is a whopping $42. Okay, let me say that again. If that haven't sunk in, let me say that again. Every $1 you put in, $42 come out. So my question to you is this. If you know this can happen to you, right? Every $1 you put in, you get $42. How much money will you put in email marketing? Type in the chat and let me know. Okay, let me know. Or you're all stunned already, all like, wow, all like shocked. Carlson say, Carlson, you only put $42. Okay, the correct answer should be, how much money I have, I put inside already. Alright, because I know it's going to generate me a lot of money. But then again, the caveat is this, if you all still don't know how to do it, don't anyhow put money, because then you're going to lose money, okay? So you need to do it properly, you need to do it effectively, okay? Which is why I think Yuan Tai has actually invited me here today to share with you guys all the tips and tricks. So by the end of today, right, unless you're in my classes and everything, I don't think you're going to be in the top 1%. But with everything that I'm going to share with you all today, I'm going to give you all a lot of information within this limited time that I have. You all will definitely be within the top 10%, right, of the email marketing world. So if you're excited to be the top 10%, just type 10% in the chat, okay? Let me know, 10%, right? Because that's what you're going to be today. So if you all look at the chart today, right, that is actually feedback from all the marketers as well. They ask them which medium do you all find the most effective to perform in all the marketing mediums that you have, because you can see that there's email, there's SEO, paid marketing, content, social media, mobile, affiliate, everything, right? So the top and the number one ranking for the marketers, right, they actually chose email marketing to be the most effective. Okay, so I know you all go out there, a lot of people is still going to come over here and tell you that, oh, you all should be doing a social media. Facebook is the thing now. Everyone must be on Facebook. The truth is this, I don't disagree. Everyone, I feel, should be on Facebook, should be on social media as part of your business positioning, as part of your business branding. You should be there, right? But it doesn't mean that you should only focus on that. You need to broaden your eyes and look out and understand that there's a lot of other ways that you can actually make money and make marketing work for you. I want everybody to do this with me. Everybody, I cannot really see everyone right now. Let me just change my my screen so that I can see everybody. So I want to see everybody, right? Everybody who have video on, right? Can you do this with me? Can you just put this and cover your eyes? Do this for me. I need to peek. Let's see. Everybody do this, right? Put your hand over your eyes. Right? Put your hand over your eyes. All right. And then later, I want you all to take your hand away and look at the screen again. Right? And then I want you all to all say together with me, kaching, okay? So 1, 2, 3, you do it together, all right? 1, 2, 3, kaching. Take your hand away and say, kaching. Okay, so now you all know, now you all know the secret word of marketing, okay? So you open your don't know what eye already, third eye, fourth eye, fifth eye, whatever, right? Kaching, now you all know, okay? This is going to work so effectively for you all, all right? Well, I have to change back my screen. You know, I don't know how to continue my slide. Wait, okay. So now, how do you set up an email? I think this one quite straightforward. I think everybody have email already. If you don't have email, I think you can't even be on Facebook or anything like that. So the most basic one is just go and use a free email account. Okay, free email account. You can sign up on Google, Gmail, whatever. This one, I don't think I need to go into detail. All right, but I just want to share you all something. If you all have not yet bought your own domain name, for example, if you are not buy Untitled.com or something like that, or you have not buy for Untitled, I think your branding will be Happy Man's Club, right? So if you have not bought the domain happymansclub.com, then highly please go and buy it, because what you want to do is that email. If more advanced one is you want to use your own domain as your email. So imagine if someone wants to reply you an email, right, and someone can reply it to yuntai@happymansclub.com, right? It's going to sound a lot more professional. They will have the perception that they are replying to someone in the professional capacity, as compared to, imagine today I'm a TV station, I want to interview Yuan Tai because he's so famous and he's such a good happy man, right? And he's on radio shows and everything. I want to bring him on TV right now. And then when I go to search for him, and then the email is this. The email is yuantaiboy123@gmail.com. What will you think? Right or not? You'll be thinking, wow, this one Zunbo, this one real or not? Is it a scam or not? Like, don't know, can believe or not. But if the email is like enquiries@happymanclub.com or media@happymanclub.com or just yuntai@happymanmedia.com, then you see the perception it creates is very, very different. All right, so the first thing is this. Before you even go on to the rest of the stuff, right, if you have not yet created your own domain one, then I highly recommend you to do so. Is it a requirement? Is it 100% requirement? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Right? Okay, the truth is that it's not 100% requirement, but it's something that I highly recommend, okay? So how do you do it? You want to do it, you can actually go to what I call buy a domain. You buy a domain, and then you can actually set up a mailbox as well. So personally, I use a lot of what I call that, what's the company I use? I use HostGator as well as Namecheap. Okay, these are the two that I use a lot more. I see Untitled here say you're right. There's also GoDaddy, SiteGround, and everything. All right, so you buy. Okay, so how does it work? Is that you should always buy your domain, your website domain already, then have a mailbox attached to it. Okay, so that's how the whole hosting thing works. If you all like to buy through, you can go through Untitled, or if you got more questions, feel free to connect with me. I will guide you how to do it as well. I have a free resource page that actually bring you through all the link that I will share with you all later. Okay, so if you're not yet done it and you are interested to do it, we can talk about it later. But this is my recommendation. Is it 100% yes? You need it? No, but it will create the perception that you are very professional. So I highly recommend, but it's not a 100% requirement. Okay, so far so good. Guys, if good, just give me a reaction, type yes in the comment section or something, let me know. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is that the next part is that I'm going to tell you all what is an email autoresponder. Okay, now this is a little bit more advanced, but it's something that is very important. It's part of the whole email marketing process, right? Because if you don't have this, right, then it's going to be very difficult for you to be sending out those emails already. So a tool that an email autoresponder basically, right, is a tool that is used to automatically send emails on your behalf, right? So how many of you love this idea that you can have someone working for you 24/7 but then you only need to pay a few dollars a month. How many of you love this idea? Right? How many of you love this idea? If you love this idea, say yes in the comment section. All right? Because that is exactly what an email autoresponder is, okay? It is your most hardworking slave ever, I tell you. Because you just pay a few dollars a month. Every single time someone signs up to your website or someone try to do something, this autoresponder will automatically go and reach out to the person and say, hello, this is what I promised you, please get this here. And how are you feeling? Ask all sorts of questions and send email and on your behalf. Okay, so this is what an email autoresponder is. So it is something like what Vern has said, it's a 24-hour salesperson. Okay, it helps you keep in contact with your audience and your subscribers. All right, but in an autoresponder, there are a few things that I want to explain a little bit further, but these are very important things that you need to take note of. So when someone subscribes to your autoresponder, right, there will always be that first email that go out. All right, that first email is normally what we call a welcome email. All right, a welcome email. The welcome email, right, you have to really do it very properly. Okay, so this welcome email, you have to make sure you settle it very well on there, because your welcome email have the highest open rate ever, which means for every 10 people that receive the welcome email, 80% of them will open, because it's as high as 80%. 8 of them will open the email, right? The rest of your email, the truth is this, because that's something we already mentioned, right? Most people don't open the rest of the email one. So the rest of the email you send out, probably about 3 or 4 of them will open from time to time. All right. So the best chance to build that connection and that relationship with your customer or your prospect or your leads is always through that first email. So that is why you see I highlighted the word welcome. When you are setting up your autoresponder, make sure that the first email you send out is always very, very well crafted. Okay, so these are the few things you remember. Number one is that whatever you promise them to get them to give you their name and email addresses, right? Please give them what they want. Don't go and be a cheat and then they sign up already, you don't give them what they want, okay? So if you tell them that you're giving them a free gift or you're giving them a consultation or whatever, please make sure that in the welcome email, give it to them already, because that is a make or break thing. If you don't give it to them, you're going to break their trust immediately, and then they will never ever trust you again. They will then unsubscribe. Then they will go and tell the whole world that, wow, this person is a scam. I'm not going to trust this person again. I go and give him my detail. He never give me what I want. Okay, so don't do it. All right, so you really got to do your welcome email very, very well. So that's the first tip that I want to share with you guys. All right, the second one is that how an autoresponder work is this. Right, it can actually help you qualify leads on your behalf, so that you don't have to waste so much time. How many of you are in like property or in like insurance or anything like that? How many of you are watching this right now are in that line? Is there anyone? Or what are the businesses that you all do? Can someone just type the chat and let me know what business you all do? So Benket said insurance, right? Benket said insurance. Okay, so Benket, right? Let me ask you this question. Imagine right now, right? You get a lead, right? You get a lead, and then you have to follow through and ask them for the meetup and everything. Correct or not? Yes or not? Right? Benket, you have to do that, right? I see you nodding your head. So the thing is that you always have to WhatsApp them, talk to them on the phone, all these things. So it's very troublesome. What if the email can do it for you? Right? So the whole email autoresponder, right? What they can do is this. Imagine the person subscribe. So you're doing insurance. For example, you have a gift, like you say, these are the 5 tips to maximize your insurance and to save money or something. Then they subscribe, they give you the email already. So you send them an email and you say, welcome, and this is the free gift I promise you, right? After that, the email autoresponder is your 24-hour salesman, ma. The next day, they're going to send another email on your behalf. You have planned this obviously beforehand, so the next day, you will send another email and will say that, oh, thank you for downloading the free gift again. If you have forgotten to download it, please, you can download it here again. But at the meantime, I would like you all this question, right? Do you all know that your insurance policy is and you could be saving this X amount of money, right? If you are interested to find out more, click here. If you do not want to receive more message, then you can ignore this. And then let's just say 10 of them click yes. And then this 10 of them, right, the next day, because they have clicked that, because they have taken that action, right, they will receive another email. Then this email will go, oh, so you guys are interested to find out how you can be saving money from your insurance policy and everything. So the biggest mistake that most people who doesn't do and doesn't know how to save money is because they always forget to do a policy review with their insurance agent. And only when you do a policy review, that is when you know that you are sufficiently and adequately covered and whether there's new products in the market that could cover your needs and help you save even more money, right? So if you're interested and if you want to have a chat with me to find out more how you can do this, all you have to do right now is to click on this button below and drop me and we can arrange a face-to-face appointment. And because of this autoresponder, they send out this email for you, right? And all of that, because they already indicated they are the one who wants to do this, right? So 5 of them is going to click on the link and say that, hey, Benkit, I want to find out more. Can we have that conversation? Can you help me do that review or not? Because I really never do my review, right? And you see, this is how an email autoresponder can, on your behalf, send out all this email and qualify the leads for you. By the time they come to you, right, Benket, do you think that these leads are already open to the idea that they have to do a review for you, with you, and then you can actually promote your services to them already? Do you think that these are hotter leads or not? Yes or no? Right? I can see Benket nodding your head also.
Yes.
Benket say yes, correct? So this is how an email autoresponder can work for you. And it doesn't matter, like I say, it doesn't matter in whatever business you are in, because you can always set up the sequences or the campaign accordingly to match your business needs. Okay, so this is just an example, a live example that I'm doing for the purpose of this webinar. Okay, I don't know Benket beforehand, so for those who are thinking, I don't know him before. Every one of you here, I first time see you, except even for Yuan Tai, also first time I see him. Okay, alright. So this is it. And then because of that, right, you can actually send very tailored messages to specific group of people because of all their behavior, whether they have opened the email or not, whether they have clicked on the link or not, you can send very specific messages to them. You can even send a message like earlier, right, the person never clicked the link. You can even send them an email to say, hey, I realized that you're not clicked on the link to schedule a appointment with me. Is everything okay on the end? Is everything is okay? I'm very happy for you. But if it's not, don't forget to click on the link below to schedule a one-to-one no obligation consultation with me. So you can actually tailor this kind of very specific messages to people, all right? And then of course, with that said, if you do everything correctly, right, you have this very clear call to action. CTA stands for call to action. That is going to help you generate revenue, all right? That is definitely going to generate revenue for you, all right? So that is what an autoresponder is, and this is how you could use it and some of the benefits, okay? If all these makes sense to you so far, you all can understand and you're excited on how email can actually help you bring your business to the next level, right? Can you just type sense, sense, makes sense, right? SENSE in the comment section, right? Wow, I'm also testing my own spelling. Okay, so what is the email autoresponder? So just now you already see me say through in words, right? So Kauser, not sense, not CENTS. We are not going to make sense, okay? We're going to make plenty of dollars. Okay, so I'm going to use a graphical representation. Okay, so normally what this is that you're going to have is a landing page, right? A landing page is basically it's not a website, but it's just one singular page that help you to collect information. So like all of you have mentioned earlier, I see some of you actually talk about it. We collect mainly what we call the, what we want. We actually collected the name and the email address. Usually these two we collect. If you want more, you normally collect name, email address, plus phone number. That is the basic information you need. You don't need more than that actually. Okay. And then after they opt in already, then they will go to what we call a thank you page. Then you thank them for giving the information and and everything. So for the most advanced people, that's when we talk about funneling already, right? And then for the more advanced people, that's when we bring them to maybe a sales page or what we call an OTO page or one-time offer page that we can sell them whatever service or anything that they want. All right, this is an opportunity to make sales, because if they have trusted you enough to give you their name, contact, email address, maybe they will trust you enough to buy something from you. Okay, we don't know, right? So this, as a marketer, sometimes, right, got chance, we grab money, correct or not? Got chance to make money, we grab money, right? So we also sell them at this point of time. But whether this will convert high or not, it really depends on your pre-framing, your ads, your retargeting, everything. So it's a very wider strategy, but this is the most basic funnel that you ever see. Correct or not, Yuntai? You're also marketing, so I guess you can already understand this, right? So this is the most basic already. But what happened with email marketing is this. What happened with email marketing is this. We're going to insert something special. Right? We're going to insert something special over here, right? So when they opt in and give you this information, right, what's going to happen is that then you're going to be sending them emails. Right, so day one, you're going to send them email. Day two, you send them email. Day three, you send them email. So you'll be sending them emails all the way. Okay, so you'll be sending them emails all the way. All right, I'm going to write. My writing not so good. So day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Or something like that. So actually, I recommend every 2 days. But let's just assume it's 1 day for now. Okay, so you send. But what happened is this. The amazing thing is that on day 3, you can remind them, hey, you're right. You have forgotten to buy this thing, right? Maybe you will want to be interested to check it out. And then day 6, you can send them there again. Then can you imagine day 9, day 12, day 15, day 18, right? As you build the relationship, as you build the connection, you keep reminding them to buy the whatever thing that you are selling them. One day, they will buy one, right? The average touch point for people to buy something, in the survey that was done in the 1940s, right? The average touch point was 7. Right, so someone need to be acquainted with you 7 times before they will buy something. So normally, right, on the 6 or 7 email or the 9 email, then they will go and buy. That is the norm. Okay, but then I want to share you all something. Today, right, in the modern world, right, the research has just been re-updated. The average touch point that someone needs to have with you before they will buy something from you, right, is about 16. Which means that person need to hear from you 16 times before they will say, okay, maybe I'll consider doing this. Right, if I want to drink Coke, I need to see 16 Coke advertisement out there. It can be online, wherever, doesn't matter, in person, on poster or whatever. But I need to see that 16 times before I'm like, yeah, I feel like having a Coke. Last time it was 7. But this is because in today's world, there's just so much advertising already. We developed something called advertisement blindness. So we are blinded already. So that's why the touch point increases. Right, so your email is just one of these touch points. Okay, is it everything? Again, I say no. It's just one of the tools in your tool shed. Okay, it's just one of the tools in your tool shed. But it help you increase the touch point and then ultimately convert them into sales. Right, then some of you might be thinking, "Walao, then if we send, what if they don't buy?" Friend, if they don't buy lah. Right, they don't buy lah. Still got other people will buy, right? If they don't buy, they are not your customer anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay, just keep sending them until they buy. If they don't buy them, then just continue to send. Okay, one day maybe they will buy. But if you don't even send, will they even have the chance to buy or not? The answer is no. Okay, the answer is no. Okay, so just keep doing it. Your point is that you have to do it. All right. Oh, by the way, I realized that. I realized this. I realized something. I realized that I'm severely behind time. Okay, I realized that I'm severely behind time. But are you guys finding value in this or not?
Yes, no problem. Just go on lah. Just go on. No worries. Just go on.
Just go on.
Yeah,
okay, because I think I will take a lot longer. Okay, so I'd like to apologize on behalf of Yuntai to everybody because I was told that it's 1 hour, but I think I talk a bit too much. I'm very excited. Okay, so I want to give you all as much value as I can. Okay, I'm already talking very fast already. Shit, I need to chill a bit. Okay, so autoresponder, right? Again, is the tools that you send email on your behalf. Now, there are many autoresponder out there. I personally use a lot. I use like MailChimp, Aweber, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft, all kind of autoresponder I used before. But then again, there's also free one that you can use like MailChimp and things like that. But personally, I don't like it so much. I use a lot of Aweber and GetResponse and everything like that. They are also more advanced, but the thing is that to me, I think they're also a little bit more expensive, but they do not provide some of the functions that I want. So for most business people, right, what I recommend is this. In my own digital challenge right now, I'm also recommending for people to use this autoresponder that I use called ActiveCampaign. The reason why I recommend this is because it's one of the most affordable, right? I think it's one of the most affordable. You can start from just $9 a month. Guys, come on. $9 a month to have a 24-hour sales plan, expensive or not? Yes or no? All thinking, right? Don't never type. No lah, oh, $9 a month can lah, can afford, right? Can do. Oh, you're actually typing cheap ah. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so cheap. Right, so it's actually very affordable. So my recommendation is based on all the functionalities and based on the capability and everything. Today, because of time issue, I'm unable to go into a live demo. But based on all the functionalities, I really think that it is one of the best out there. And just for $9 a month, please go and use it. Okay, maybe at the end of it, I can ask Intai if I could drop my resource link for you all, because I put all my resources there, and then
Yeah,
you all
can. Please do.
Okay,
So
so
how they can
later.
contact you? Yeah.
So later I will share with you all, okay? So you all can do that. Okay, so now is the most exciting part already, because now I covered through all the more like technical thing. Now I go to teach you all strategies, okay? Strategies on how to write powerful emails that can convert. And again, actually, these are not strategies that can be just applied in emails, okay? These are strategies that you can use also in your social media posting. These are strategies that you can use also in your story crafting. These are strategies that you can also use in your video marketing ventures in the future. So how many are excited to hear about all these framework and strategies? If you all are excited, just type excited in the comment section and let me know, because I'm super excited, as you all can tell, okay? Wow, Yuntai excited, Tora excited, Vern say excited, right? Benket say excited. All right, I don't know how many of you are still on, but I assume the rest are so excited until they cannot type on the keyboard anymore. Okay, so what we're going to do is this, right? We're going to cover 3 things today, right? I see woo, or Joel just say woo. All right, so 3 different things that I want to touch with you all. Basically 2 frameworks that I want to share, because these are the 2 I feel that it's a more basic one that I would like to share with you all. The HRSC framework. This is how you all can write powerful emails, all right? And then I'm going to share with you all when is the best time that you all should be sending emails. And lastly, how you all should be structuring the emails, okay? So the other 2 later are just some very technical things that you all can understand. But basically, the whole key point of this is that you all need to understand the HRSC framework. All right, this is very important. So HRSC. What does HRSC stand for? Okay, basically, H stands for headlines. All right, H stands for headlines. R stands for relevant and relatable. All right, S stands for story. Okay, and C stands for call to action. This is how you should be utilizing this framework. Don't worry, I'm gonna be covering it, all of it as well. But for those of you who are writing notes or taking down, you all can actually type in the group chat so that everybody can benefit as well. Okay, so oops, let me go and click one more time. Okay, so the first H stands for headlines, right? So you all need to understand the headline of your email matters a lot, right? The headlines of your email matters a lot, because the truth is this: you all need to understand how in today's world, right? You all have very little time to capture people's attention, right? You all agree with me, right? You have very little time to capture people's attention. In fact, it's been proven in research that you only have about 3 to 5 seconds to capture someone's attention before they go and scroll something else, right? Whenever you use our phone today, right? We all do this, right? We all just keep scrolling, right? We scroll very fast, right? No, unless you see something that catches your attention, then you scroll and stop, correct or not? Right, so we go to Facebook, right? We go to Facebook, right? How do we do? Right, we just do this, right? We just do this. We just scroll and scroll until we see something interesting, and then we're like, hey, stop, what's this? Then we see, oh, it's this or that. Then we pay attention to it. So you only have that split second to do it. And it's the same for email. Because if I go to my mailbox right now, right, I have thousands of mails every single day. So if this is my mailbox, I need to put in front of my face. So if my mailbox, right, I also scroll like that, right? So unless I see a good mail title that catches my attention, if not, I also don't read. Right? That is the same for most people. So which is why headlines is so important, because it's the only chance that you have in your emails today to capture that person's attention. So you really need to understand this concept very well and to do it very well. Okay, so there are a few ways that you can write your headlines. Right? There's the curiosity base, there's a benefits base, that's what we call FOMO. Right? If you all know what FOMO is, you can type in the group chat as well. For those of you who know, you all know, right? FOMO, later I will go through. There's also celebrity, there's also factor, right? A good way that you can do this is that you can combine some of these features together. Okay, you can combine some of these features together. Right, number 1 is this. Number 1 is you want to use curiosity, right? Curiosity. Imagine this, you see an email headline that says that was sent to you, and it goes something like, say, Joel, don't open this email. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Right, the first thing that comes to your mind will be like, bloody hell, what is this thing? Why don't ask me? You send to me already, you don't ask me to open, right? It's the same analogy. If I ask you all to currently, right, I'm wearing a pink shirt, but then I ask you all, hey, you all don't think of a pink elephant. Don't think of a pink color Gavin. The first thing you all think is the pink color Gavin, okay? Because it's the words that create that thing. Then you all, it's like a reverse psychology kind of thing. Then you all will understand. Then you all be like, what is this thing all about? Don't think, but then I have to think. But then ask me to open, but I want to open that. How? Right? Then people will go and open one. People very kaypoh one. Right? I teach you first. Right? I very kaypoh one. So when I see this kind of thing, I'll be so curious. I'll be like, bloody hell, what is this person trying to do? I'll go and open. So curiosity is one way that you can encourage someone to open up your email. But then, fair warning, you all do this, right? Sometimes,适可而止, okay? Don't every single email you send out, you send this kind of email. Because then people will dulan you, okay? People will angry one. Okay? Because this is sometimes what we call a clickbaity email. Okay? It's too clickbait already. So you do it once or a few times, right? People still can take it. But you every single day do this, every day people be like, this person bluff me one. Inside also nothing useful one. Alright, then they will stop reading your emails already. So one day if you really got this kind of good things, then people will actually get access to it. So my advice is this is something that you can use. It's very, very effective, but use it sparingly. Okay, promise? If you all can understand this concept and you all will promise me that you all don't abuse this concept, right? Type in the chat, promise. Okay, don't abuse this concept. The next thing that I want to share with you all is how you all can use benefits to get people to open up your email. Now, people are all very selfish one. Whether you and I, right now, right, we all on this webinar, we all want to admit it or not, right? But inside our heart, right, we are all very selfish one. We always want to know something what we call the WIFM, WIFM. Okay, what it stands for is, it actually stands for what's in it for me. Okay, so if the person don't understand what's in it for me when I open up this email, they will not want to do it one. So the thing is that you want to let them know what is the benefit for them. But if I open up this email, what am I getting? So imagine if any one of you, for example, you are in a massage or in some kind of pain therapy kind of business right now. I don't know if there's any of you who is that, but imagine you are in that business, right? And your subscriber base is all the people who are facing back pain, neck pain, this pain, that pain, so those pain, right? Imagine one day they receive email, right? Read this now and this will cure your pain forever, right? This is the benefit, right? But actually, also, you see what I did right there? I also added a bit of curiosity. But people be like, what is this thing that can help me cure my pain forever? But they see the benefit. They know that this can help me cure their pain forever. What is the chances of them wanting to click on the email to find out what is it? Chances of that happening is going to be a lot higher. So you put the benefit in their face. You let them know what they are going to get out from this email. So when you do that, your email open rate will increase a lot as well. Okay, so that's benefit. And FOMO, like some of you have correctly mentioned, FOMO stands for the fear of missing out. Okay, so sometimes you want to use FOMO to get people to take certain action. Okay, so you can say urgent. You got 1 day to review this or something like that. So you use that title, people, only got 1 day. Okay, I don't waste time with it. I better click and then go and open. All right, but this is also the same thing. Use sparingly, and don't use forced scarcity. Okay, you don't go and bluff people. You say urgent. You got 1 day to view this. Then tomorrow you send another email. This is the last day to view this. And then the third day you send another email. Wow. This is really, really the last day already. And then the fourth one is, I just kidding. This is now the real last day. What, Lane, do you think by that time, people will still want to open now, go and, open your email or not? They don't want already because they like, this person every day bluff me, right? What every day last day? Bloody hell. 1 week later open, it's still there. Right? I see Yuntai say like the closing down sales shop, right? All the, like every day closing down sale. After 5 years already, they still closing down. I don't know what they're doing. Right? In actually this shop, I know of one shop in Phuket Gombak one, right? The shop is literally called closing down shop, right? Every day it says closing down, fire sale. The shop has been there for 20 over years. From young, I was kid, it's been closing down until today, haven't closed down yet. So actually their business very good one. Okay, so they're bluffing me, right? Torel say, agree, review a lot, say last chance, but you receive it every week. Correct or not? Right? So you don't want to bluff people, okay? If you're using this, use sparingly and make sure that it's real scarcity, okay? I'm teaching you this so that you know that this can get people to open, but if you abuse it, it's going to have the reverse effect, all right? The next 2 tips is this. The bonus one is that how you can make use of celebrity as well as factual. Now, if you include a famous name, like for example, I say, Donald Trump used this and ... I leave it there, right? People will be like, Donald Trump, wow, Donald Trump also used this, right? And what? Okay, for example, I can say, Lee Hsien Loong drink this and ... Can you all guess what's the next line? Right. So I have my cup right. Welcome. 大家好，今天我要讲的故事是我们必须做这个等一下啊。Hi everybody. So I drink again. So back to English. So you all can see now. I use that. People be like, oh, right. They are curious. But I use a famous name, and then be like, huh? Lee Hsien Loong also use. Maybe I should go and take a look. Okay. So sometimes you can incorporate a little bit of celebrity. You want to leverage on their audience, right? You want to leverage on their brand. Okay. But don't anyhow use this. The caveat also. Everything I say got caveat one. But if you are promoting something that's false, or you're going to be slandering them or accusing them of something, then please don't use it, okay? Make sure that it's also real, all right? Then you can leverage on that person's personality. But again, use it legally. Don't go and do anything funny. Don't go and be funny. And then say, Donald Trump used this, and then go and I don't know, do something illegal or something like that. Then the kind of email, please do not send her. I never teach you all that. Don't do that, okay? And then the last point is that you can use facts to tell people a story also. 80% of people said that this work, right? You see, everything that I do, I include a bit of element or other things. I use curiosity, I use benefits, I use FOMO, anything like that. So I combine all this together. But if you can give people facts, right, in the email, chances are some of these people will think that, hey, these are some factual thing. I want to find out more. What is it? Like, what is this thing that he's talking about? What is the truth behind this? Okay, so you see this appeals to different group of people, right? There's always two group of people. There's always the emotional side of people, and there's always the logical side of people. So the things that you want to do is that sometimes when you're doing your emails, right, every single email you send, not every single one of them will read the same email one. Okay, so some emails you use the emotional angle, right? Some email you use the logical angle. So you can reach out to the both group of people. Like previously we talked about the vegan restaurant or the beef restaurant or the beef steak restaurant, right? If you can, have a restaurant that serves both parties, right? If you can reach out to 100% of the demand of the population, why not? Okay, I mean in terms of marketing, not in terms of your sales and offers. In terms of marketing, you can reach out to more group of people, why not? Okay, so that is something that you might want to consider. And headline, that's it, but it's not over because there's something called the subheading. All right, and the subheading is the treasure. After I show you all this thing, right? You are now the top 10% of email marketers in the world because a lot of marketers in the world don't use this one. The subheading is really your treasure, right? What is a subheading? The subheading is actually the text behind the main headline, all right? So every time you receive the email, right? So there's always the sender name, right? The subject headline, and then there's this string of like gray out text, right? That is actually a subheading, and you all can see it one. The thing is that a lot of marketers do not know that they can actually utilize this thing called the subheading, right? People will continue reading, and what you want to do is that you want to hook them to continue to open your email. The subject headline, if you're very powerful, people already open. But say some of us not so good right? We're not so kiang. Our email headline not so powerful, so they continue reading. So make use of that string of text. Continue to get people to open up the email. All right. Don't repeat the subject headline. So imagine you open up the email, and then let's say it's from Gavin, and then my subject headline is something like, do this thing and you will ... And then my subheading also, do this thing and you will ... That person will say, walao, I see your email like that. I will do this thing right away and delete. They will not open your email already because you are not providing additional information. You are not hooking them to continue the email. As compared to an email that says like this, do this thing and ... Then the subheadline could be something like, how would you like to create your own residual income in just 30 days? Right? And then people will be like, oh, do this and then I can get residual income for within the next 30 days. That's how interesting. I'm going to open the email. So meal of that to actually hook people to come in. All right. Have a call to action. Also, what the call to action means? So for example, I use the same example, right? Do this thing and you will ... Right? Then the subheadline will be like, open this email now and find out how you can create your own income in 30 days. Something like that. And then people will be like, oh, okay, I have to open this email. You might think that, like that also can. But the truth is this. Whether we like to admit it or not, right? I think we all watched. How many of you here watched Avengers before? Avengers, the movie, right? Avengers, right? I see some of y'all raising your hand, talking, say yes, right? You all watched the movie Avengers before. So Loki said this, right? Loki said this in one of the movies. I think it was the first Avenger movie, right? Where he bring the Chitauri army and everything, right? So he said this, like, humans all of you are just begging to be led. That's why I'm here. I'm here to be your, I don't know what, king or whatever. I'm here to lead you all. And the truth is this, we are all sheep. Whether we admit it or not, we are already sheep, right? People need instruction. So when you give them a clear and direct instruction, right, people will do it one. Don't believe, next time you all try it and test it out. You all just tell people, okay, go and do this and that. Right? Sometimes people will be like, huh? What? But then they will do. They might be still processing, but they will do for you one. It's very interesting. Like what have I been doing? I've been telling you all participate, right? I give you all very clear instruction. Participate, do this. Right? Type in the chat. What am I doing? Right? I'm not saying that you all are sheep now, okay? Rather this class you all become lion and tiger already because you all know the secret already. But then the thing is that most other people, they need instruction. So when you give clear and specific instruction, that's when people will take action. Okay, so that's why you need to have a very good call to action as well. So I got an example. This here. Okay, so this is an email from a very popular bubble tea shop. Okay, you all can see in the email, but for legal reasons, I'm not gonna say what shop is it, but you all can see. Right, do you all think this email not bad or not? How many of you all here think this email is not bad one, quite sweet? If you all think it's not bad one, just type in the chat and say, yeah, actually not bad one, looks quite good. David say clean message, Pinkett say good. Linda say use pun. Yes, they use a bit of pun. They try to be funny. Terrell say short and clear and everything, right? So actually, the truth is this is a decent email, but there's actually a lot of flaws in this, which I will cover later as well as one of the bonus. But having said that, this is actually quite decent, not that bad. This email is not okay. It looks nice, everything is sweet. But the issue is this, right? Remember we talked about headline, right? So let's look at the headline they sent me. The headline they sent me is this, from Koi, right? It's Koi X Green. Walao eh, 什么是 Koi X Green? 什么来eh? I also don't know, right? After that, right, the text is this though. Dear Gavin Sim, visit koi.sg to check on your detail. If you do not wish to receive from Koi, simply click unsubscribe. The first thing I see is this. What comes to your mind? Yeah lah, I don't want to receive a stupid update lah. I'm gonna click into unsubscribe already. Correct or not? Right, you all type that already. You also say unsub. That's what they tell me, So the subject is like that, right? Then the subheader line also never tell me why I need to open up the email. Correct or not? But then when I open up the email, it actually looks not bad. It got promotion lah, right? I can order and everything, right? It looks not bad. But all this information are not being shown, right? All I can see is because they have formatted it wrongly, I can only see the thing below. Visit Koi and unsubscribe. So you all can see the importance of why the headline is important already or not. Right? If this makes sense to you all can see it. Just type good in the comment section. Just type good in the chat and let me know that you all got it already. Okay, so headline very important. So guys, now you all know how to capture people's attention. The next thing is that how can you continue to write powerful emails? Is that the next H, right, we cover. R stands for being relatable and relevant. Okay, so the first thing is this, that you want to personalize your email. What does personalize mean? It's not about talking about you. Let me say that. Personalize means doesn't mean talk about you. Okay, remember, people only care about them. So you always want to talk about them, give them value. Okay, when I say personalize, it means that you address them. So when you send an email, you always say hi, their name. All right, all your autoresponder can help you do that. That's why we call it the first name. So you don't have to personally go and change one email by one email and say hi Untitled, then next email hi Bankhead, next email hi Linda, next email hi Carlson, next email hi David, whatever. Okay, that's not how you do it. Okay, it's all coded one. So automatically you can send to thousands of people all with their name. But you make it sound as though it's addressed to them. Then they feel shocked. Wow, Untitled or Gavin talking to me personally. For example, if I talk to you right now, I talk to like, hey, the guy wearing the Happy Man club shirt. How was your day? Well, I think he also based on, although now he's laughing, right? But then if I address him properly, hi, Mr. Untitled, how is your day so far? Right, he'll feel a lot better because I address him personally. This is something that I learned also. I used to have a diploma also in hospitality and tourism. Right, in hospitality or service industry, you realize that in the service, we always address people by the first name if possible one. right? Hi, Mr. Who and Who. Hi, Mr. Who and Who. Every time you go hotel check-in, right, you realize the first thing they ask, the first thing they will say, right, hi sir, can I have your passport or whatever, correct? Yes? The moment they have your passport, they check in already, right, the next thing they come out is they will say, so good afternoon, Mr. Gavin. We already checked you in, da 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 da. The moment they know your first name, they will start using your first name already. Why? Because it's psychologically proven. It will make people feel good. People like to be addressed. People like to feel special. So always personalize your email. Okay, this is a secret tip. But you all didn't realize this or you all didn't know this before. You all now know this very powerful trick. Okay, so if this is a good hack, this is a good trick, just type tip in the chat. Okay, just type tip in the chat so that later I know I can share with you all more tips. Right, you all want more tips or not? Okay, so that is it. And then the next thing that you want to do is that you want to write content that your readers want. Okay, this one is self-explanatory. I will share with you all why already, because it's always what's in it for them. Always share things that people want. Okay, if you share things that people don't want, then people are not going to be interested in what you have to share. And then the next thing they'll do is that they will stop opening your emails, and then subsequently they will unsubscribe from you. Even nowadays, Google also not becoming our good friend, because if you realize something is that if you don't open an email for a particular sender for a few days, right? Now Google, what they will do is that they will even prompt you, hi, we realize that you're not been opening email from Gavin for the last how many days. Would you like to unsubscribe? If yes, click here. Bloody hell, Google is trying to be funny and take away our business. Okay, so Google even do that nowadays, right? So you want to make sure that people are continuously opening your email. And how do you do that? Personalize your email and give the reader what they want. So another way that you can make sure that you do that, right, is that you always find out what you want to achieve in your email first. You always plan it in advance. So if you know that your email is for a purpose, say, is to arrange for an appointment, then you make sure that you write the content specifically to frame them to get an appointment with you, right? And then at the end of it, you have a better call, a good call to action to get them to do it. Okay, so it's to find out what you want to achieve first and plan it properly. But having said all that, right, the most fundamental tip that I want to share with you is this. Basically, be yourself. If you are an not so kind person, I want to say not so nice word yourself. But if you're not a very nice person, right, then maybe be a bit nicer lah. But in generally, I believe all of us here are very nice people, okay? So just be yourself and talk like a friend. Talk to them as though you're talking to a friend. If you can follow this guideline in general, you should be fine one. Unless you're telling me you're the kind of person, right, every time in your friend group, right, the moment you talk, everybody don't want to talk and walk away. Then I think that one you better talk to me. Then I will help you do out something better. But I believe more of us are actually okay. So just imagine the subscriber is your friend, talk to them like a friend, and the way you craft it will be fine. Okay? I have a very, I think I already overrun it, but I can share this very powerful tip with you all not? If you all want this tip, you all must all type yes in the group chat. I got 11 participants excluding me, so I got 10. So I must see 10 yeses, then I will share this tip. David, yes. Yuan-Tai, yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more. Okay, don't have the 5. Okay, so no secret tip come out. I move on. 6. Now I see 6. Okay, I haven't seen 10. 8. I see 8 now. Okay, no, I don't see 10. No 10. Okay, no secret tip. I'll move on first. Later got 10 already. Now I share the secret tip. Okay, so how you all see an email can be right? How be written is very, very well. Is this? So this is a very famous email marketer. Okay, his name is Anik Singhal. Some of you in the marketing world might know him. Right, so you see Anik Singhal very good. You look at his title and everything. Right, his name, I know who is it from. Right, and then the first thing he did was a free starter kit. Build a list for 6 cents an email. ... Wow, Piang. You see only the benefit is I know I get a free starter kit. 6 cents an email, so cheap. I want how I will already be very interested to go and click and find out more already. And then and then the headline you see also very good. All it takes is just 15 minutes. If it's you, you know that you can build a list for just 6 cents an email and it's free. Will you all go and click this email now? No? Yes or no? Right, yes or no? Yes, right. Very good subject headline. That's why he's a very good email marketer, okay? So you all know that. All right, and then you log into his email. You all see this is actually the picture of his email. You all see, is it very fanciful or not? Yes or no? Is it fanciful? Yes or no? Actually, the answer is that it's not very fanciful, right? It's just text and text and text. But the thing is this, I want to impress upon you all is that this, sometimes it's not about how beautiful your email is. It's not about how beautiful your website is. The most important thing in all the things that you do on marketing, right, is how much does it convert. Okay, it's how much does it convert. All right, it's beautiful, doesn't mean it will convert, you know. It's beautiful, I see, my eyes got candy, very shook, but doesn't mean that it will convert. Because what we need to do is that we want to come in here to read and understand what the hell are we getting. And once we are reading it, we understand it, we click on it, we are actually even more committed. You all get how this actually is a little bit controversial, right? So a lot of time in marketing world, always you do, like I do website for clients or people like that, right? They always say, the website don't look nice leh. Wow, don't know people will like it or not. Hello, my question to you is, do you want a nice website that people will like, but then they don't give you the details? Or do you want a website that looks okay? Of course, don't be bad that looks okay, and then more people will give you their contact details so that you can follow and make appointment. A or B, guys, A or B. Right? So it's B, okay? You got to understand. You go for conversion first. Go for the conversion first. Not pretty, doesn't matter. More importantly is whether it can make you money or not. Yes or no, right? So you need to make sure it can make you money first. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that can make you money. The first thing I click in, I see free starter tip that review how to get 6 leads. Wow, I will continue reading already because I really want to know. I'm very keen, right? That's the reason why I'm on this mailing list, right? Because I do this kind of thing. So I'm very keen. I will continue to read. Okay, so this is how you are actually writing a very powerful email using subject headlines and using all the things that I shared with you so far. All right. Now I'm going to move on. Personalizing email, right? So this is how powerful personalizing your email can be. Okay, if you don't personalize your email, right, your open rate maybe 2 out of 10. Okay, but if you personalize your email, right, it can go as high as up to 4 out of 10. Right? This is a survey done by all the marketers. They ask them, so if you personalize your emails, what is the difference you see in all the emails? Right? A lot of them say that actually we experience an 82% increase in our open rate. We increase a higher click-through rate. We increase in customer satisfaction because why? You address them personally, right? They feel more shook. I already explained that to you already. And most importantly, they see what? They experience 56% increase in sales. Wow. So if I ask you, if you send an email right now, right, you all say you all make don't say a lot you say through emails you make extra $2,000 a month, all right? But you never use personalization. Right now, right, all you need to do is to go into the autoresponder, right, and tell them that, okay, for every email that you send, just make sure that you include their first name. And because you just do something this one time, right, and it's all automated anyway, right, you can make 1,000 more extra. How many will actually do it? Right? How many will do it? Right? The answer should be every one of you should do it. Okay, every one of you should do it. So this is how powerful personalization an email would be. Okay. Now, then in your content, so then we come to the next part. In the content, right, you'll be saying, okay, wow, sounds good. I know about the headline already. I know how I should be relatable and relevant, you know, the kind of content. But then how should I write it? Right? How should I write it? So how many of you are thinking, how should you be writing the email? Right? I assume many of you will be thinking about that. I see a lot of heads nodding. Right? You are thinking, how do I write an email? So one of the best way to write an email is this. You tell a story. Right? One of the best ways is that you tell a story. But then of course this on case by case basis if you are doing a certain kind of product, right, you also need to think about how you're doing it. So let's just say, how many of you here sell product one? If you sell a product one, can you type in the chat? So maybe I can do a live demo to see how we are actually doing it. How we can do it. Any products, someone who sell products over here in the chat? Vern says sell supplement. Okay, good. Let's use that as an example. All right. So imagine you send out an email, right? You send an email, you send out like this. Hi Vern, buy our latest supplement here. It will help you become more powerful and have better immunity in the next 30 days if you consume a supplement. Click here to buy now. Thanks, Vern. That's it. Right? That email. That's email A. As compared to email B, I'm going to tell a story. Okay. I don't know what this story is going to be because it's my first time going to be saying it and it's just on the fly, but I'm going to attempt to do it. Okay. Imagine I have a story that goes something like this. Hi, Vern. Thank you very much for subscribing to our newsletter. And today, I'd just like to share with you a little bit about why our supplement is so important to the life of the African workers. Our African workers in North Africa are plogging the field every single day, working under the hot sun, sweating their heart out to build this very powerful ingredient called ABC in order for us to make this supplement. Their heart and sweat and tears go into every single bit of our supplement that is meant to help you build up your immunity so you can fight against any diseases, any pain, any emotions, and any illness that might come your way. When you look at our supplement, it is a very powerful supplement that has been one of the best kept secrets in the world because it has been a hidden herbal remedy from an Asian Greek family that help us to actually help you understand how your body can react and protect yourself from all these outside invaders trying to harm your immunity system. When you taste our supplement, not only are you tasting the wonderful taste of ABC ingredient, but you are also experiencing through the 3,000-year journey of how this supplement have over the years helped millions of people lead a better and more fulfilling life with their families and their friends, just like your own beautiful family even. So without further ado, I would like to invite you to click on the link below to purchase this very limited time promotion where you can buy 2 bottles for the price of 1. This promotion is very limited. Do not sit on it. I highly recommend you to click on the link below to get yours now. Thanks, Vern, Director and CEO of Vern Supplements. Something like that. As compared to email A and email B, which one do y'all feel that y'all are more connected to, A or B, guys? B. I have absolutely no idea what the hell did I just say because I have no idea what supplements or what they do, but it's just something, an example, right? Okay, so you see inside the story that I just created for you, right? I use a lot of the concepts over here that you all see on the screen. Number one is what I do is that I stir a bit of emotion and imagination, right? I bring them to places as far as South Africa. I bring them to places in Greek. Think about how the recipe came from Greek and whatever nonsense, right? So it's how you can bring people out to actually let them think. Once you can let people's imagination go wild, right? I'm telling you, they are going to relate to you so much better. Because when you build that emotional connection with people, that is when sales is going to happen. Okay, let me say that again. When you build that emotional connection with people, that is when sales happen. Because the truth is this, most people buy on impulse. Yes or no, right? Most people buy on impulse. There's that few percentage of us, like myself, I'm quite logical one. I buy based on logical one. But there's also time that I fall trapped into emotional buying. But generally, I'm quite logical. But that's why the beginning of it, I push a lot of emotion. And then at the end of it, I go a little bit into more logical, right? I tell them what is the real benefits. I tell them how it can actually buy it and what is the promotion they are getting. So I use a logical as well. But then the front part of it is all about building emotion and imagination. So use this kind of story to spur people on. And then use analogies, right? Use analogies because analogies help people understanding better. It helps people relate to a story a lot better. And then you realize that I use a lot of sensory words. I talk about the sweat and tear, the hot stirring sun. You know, you all can smell the ingredient and taste it like what. You know, when you help people, it helps you help people to imagine this thing. So you want to use sensory word to help people imagine. Because if I just say this tea tastes like tea, you'll be like, huh? This tea tastes like tea? Similar. So tastes like what? Right? But eventually I tell you, oh, this red color tea that we have here tastes just like the wild berries and it's so sweet, just like organic strawberries. Right? I use sensory words. Then you all can imagine it. Wow, this red color tea tastes so sweet, like wild strawberries. Oh, okay. So you all can actually imagine the taste in your mouth already. So if I really want to do a test right now, right, I can say a lot of salty things, and then all of you will start salivating. Right? Because the moment I put salt into your head, it's a bodily reaction. You all will salivate one. It's just psychology. Okay? Psychology and physiology. It's just what it is. Okay, but of course, I'm not going to start seeing 11 people start drooling in the room, so I'm not going to do that. Okay? So use sensory words. And then you want to use powerful words also. You want to use things like, oh, it's the greatest, it's the most amazing, it's an untold secret of It's this very limited. This is the truth about this. So you use powerful words like that. You actually help imprint the story to be imprinted a lot stronger in people's mind. Okay, so these are some of the tips that I can share with you to how to write story. Okay, the truth is there going to be a lot more into how we should be writing the stories? There is, but I have no time to really go that much in depth because I already overrun by half an hour already. I think Yuntai is like, wow, this guy, I tell him 1 hour, he talk so long, I still got a lot of things to cover, okay? So I'm not going to go very too much in depth, but this is basically what you should be doing, all right? And then the last thing, right, HSRC will be call to action. So the call to action is this. So you want to repeat it several times in your email. If you only have the call to action once, sometimes people scroll through already, they're not going to scroll back. Okay, so you have to have your call to action appear several times in your email, right? The first thing I like to do is normally after the first paragraph, I already have the call to action already. It's just like how Anik Single done it earlier. Later, I will show you how, right? After that, I'm going to repeat it again several times in the whole email. And then when you do a call to action in email, right, guys, this is one of the most common mistakes. One of the most common mistakes that a lot of people do. They have too many different call to actions. Okay, so when I say you have several times in the email, the call to action is all referring to the same thing. Okay, so if I ask you to buy the supplement, I'll ask you to buy it once at the top, or ask you to buy again in the middle, ask you to buy at the end. It doesn't mean that the first one I ask you to buy supplement, the second call to action I ask you to follow me on social media, the third one I ask you to book appointment, the fourth one I ask you to do this. If you have so many different call to action, people are going to get confused, people are going to walk off the email. All right, so your call to action in your emails, always remember there's only one objective, one call to action, but you repeat it several times. Okay, and the call to action had to be relevant to your story lah. So I tell the story about the supplement, everything already. So after I share all the supplement, everything, and then imagine my call to action is, if you are interested to find out how you have been making very nice coffee, click here to find out more. I'll be like, what is this all about? I thought I'm reading this email because I want to buy supplement and find out more about this African story. Why suddenly ask me to go and do coffee, right? So it had to be relevant to your story, okay? And your call to action needs to be action-based, right? You need to action. You need to specifically, remember I talked about it earlier, we are all sheeps. You need to be instructive, all right? Tell people to take a particular action, all right? So I'm going to show you an example again for Anik Wana. Okay, so this was the same email, right? And then you see, actually you have the call to action here, 1, 2, 3, okay? It is all repeated same time. It's the same call to action. In fact, I only screenshot half of the email. The email is actually even longer and it have even more call to action, the same call to action. But you realize that all the call to action is the same. You see, go here to save your seat right now. Click here, save your seat right now plus get your starter pack. Click here, save your seat plus get your free kick. All the actions are the same and they serve one purpose, which is to do what? Right? Is to how to get my free starter kit and review how to get my email in 6 seconds. So what they want me to do is that want to register for a free workshop. So he already planned it, all these things already. So it's always there, it's always the same thing. It serves one purpose only. So I hope this is the clear presentation to you guys of how your email is supposed to be look like and what you need to have inside your email to make sure that it converts very well for you. All right. If all these things make sense to you guys so far, can you just type yes in the comment section? Let me know. Type yes in the comment section. Let me know that you all understand what I'm sharing. Okay. Yes. I think I still got 6 more people a bit confused. Okay, so no problem. It's all getting lesser. 4 more people who are confused. All right. So the next question you have is that then when do you want to send your email? Okay, so people, one of the things is that people then every day they send. Okay, the rule of thumb is this. Yes, is there a better way that we can strategize and to plan out the emails properly? There is a lot more strategies that I can share, but for basic understanding, right, I just want you all to understand these few guidelines. Okay, send when you are providing value. So if you have no value to send, don't send. Right? If you feel that an email provides no value to your subscriber, then you don't have to send it out. All right. So the key thing is don't send for the sake of sending. Don't feel like, oh, today is the second day or whatever day, I must send email. I just send one, I just say hi or something like that. If you are not providing value to people, you have no objective for it, then I rather you don't send. Because you have to understand this, every time you send out an email, right, it is a given that you have to understand that people will unsubscribe from your email one. It's just a statistical thing. Every time you send out an email, there will be a few people who will unsubscribe. So imagine if every day you're not providing value, you just get anyhow sending, more and more people is going to unsubscribe. Then your list getting lesser and lesser. So every single time you send an email, you're reaching out to lesser and lesser people. So don't do that, okay? So only send out an email when you're providing value, and please remember, do not send for the sake of sending, right? a good time, a good space to stand up for businesses. We're not talking about doing affiliate marketing or anything like that, but a good time frame for businesses to send out an email to keep people up to date, to send out value, right, is once every 2 to 3 days. That would be good enough. Some business even send out once every week. That's also okay, depending on what you have, whether you have promotion or anything like that. Okay, but I think as a guideline, my recommendation is every 2 to 3 days, send one email. That would be good enough. Okay. So some people also ask me, is there like a best day to send a sales email or not? Yes or no? Right? The answer is based on research. Technically, yes lah. There is some of the days lah. Okay. So technically, the research tell you that every month, right, on the 29th, you send an email, right, you make the most number of sales. Don't ask me why. Because maybe people think that their salary gonna come again. They're gonna have money again. That's why they can spend now. Right? That's why you realize that on the over here, right? Over here in the middle of the month, Bolui one, right? Because you see the curve is like that one. So over here, got money, right? They think money come liao, so they will spend. After that, they will spend until Bolui, right? Especially towards the end, Bolui liao. That's why you send an email, they want to buy also cannot buy already. Okay? So you all need to understand this, but to me, I think this is more of a guide. Okay, this is more of a guide. If you have true value to send, you have true value to give, just send the emails. Don't just wait for a specific date. That is my own personal recommendation. This, I'm just showing you all because this is statistically what people have researched about. But as an email marketer who has been doing this for 8 years right now, I'm saying that don't need to go and time the market. If you have value, just send. Because if you are really providing good value, people will buy one. If they don't have the money to buy, then they will go and bookmark the email. When they got money, they will go back to it and find the email and buy it from you. Okay, so that is what I have to say about this. All right. All right, and then the last framework that I want to share with you guys is what I call the VVT framework. So this is something that my partner and I created a few years ago, and we realized this is the system and the framework that we use to be sending out emails. That's why just now you also see that it's 6 emails, right? So VVT, what it stands for? It stands for value, value, sell, value, value, target. Value, value, sell, value, value, target. If I'm doing a live event right now, right, I will ask you all to all repeat after me, okay? Value, value, sell, value, value, target. Value, value, sell, value, value, target. Okay? So always when you send out a set or email, right, you always send out value email first. So your first welcome email is also a value email. So you want to provide value to people. You want to make sure that people understand what you're doing, right? Then you send value for 2 days. And then on the 3rd day, right, that's when you send out a sales email. And then when you send out a sales email, right, the thing is this, guys, you are sending out email already. Don't be afraid to sell people your service. All right? Don't be afraid to sell people your service. A lot of time, I used to have this student who comes to me, right? This student who come to me, and then they say like, you know what? I been sending out emails on Gavin, but then I learn and do send, but then I never make money. Like how why And then the question I asked him is, okay, so you be sending out email, show me the email. I'm like, wow, you give a lot of value to a subscriber, but do you send any sales email or not? Then he say, no, I never send sales email. I don't dare to send. Then I look at him and I say, hello, you every day add value to people, but you don't sell them things, then how to make money? Because you never sell anything, right? You never sell anything, how to make money? Correct or not? You know, there is a case where another student, he sent out so much email, right? One of the subscriber actually replied him, one of the subscriber actually replied him and say, hey, so and so, are you going to be selling me this already? Because everyone is selling this. You're also, I think you're also selling him because you have been adding value based on that topic. And I'm just waiting for email to sell it so that I can click on your link to buy. Can you please sell me that thing already? You see, if you are providing value to people, there will be subscribers and people who want to give you money one. And you should not be afraid to sell when you are sending out emails. And the best part about sending email is this, right? You send to them, you sell them, right? Even if they say no, you also don't know. You also don't even know who say no to you. You're not getting the rejection in your face, correct or not? One of the biggest fear that people have in their life is rejection. When you do email marketing, the rejection doesn't even happen in your face. No? It happened online virtually and you don't even know when and where it happened. It doesn't even hurt you a bit. So don't be afraid to sell. And the most important thing you have to tell yourself this: if you don't sell, you don't get money. Okay? So always remember to sell. All right? Sell through email. After that, you send your sales email already. Then you send another few value email and then target email. Now, what does target mean? So target, you need to understand a little bit. Okay? Target doesn't mean that you sell them and sell them immediately. Target means that you craft a story and everything. It's very purposefully crafted, and you want to frame your customer to prepare to buy from you in the next few emails. Because if VVS, VVT, and then it's going to be again VVS, correct? It's going to come to a point where you're going to sell again. So for a target email, for example, if you are in insurance, right, you're going to tell people again, right? Okay, so in the target email, for example, hi, Bernket, right? I know that you've been doing this, and we've been doing da 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 da. So it's very important that every time when you're doing at this point of this year, you have to always be meeting up with your own insurance agent to have a talk with him or her. But I understand that sometimes we all experience the same thing in our life, where our insurance agent or financial advisor, stop replying to our messages, or are not keen for a meetup, or is too busy doing something else and everything. But again, I have to stress that it's so important that you have to arrange time to meet up with it. If not, what you can do is that you can actually start to find out how you can be meeting out other financial agents to help you review your policy, because it doesn't matter which company that person is from, as long as he or she can help you review your policy and make sure that you are actually doing the right things at the right time. So you frame them so they know, oh, this is very important. And then you add value again, and then at the sales email, what do? You tell them that, hey, right? We talk about how it's important to have a review, and what is going to happen right now is I want to invite you to do a review with me. But it doesn't matter whether you have spoken to your agent already or not, because that is also very important. But if you don't mind, just meet up with me as well. And what I can do is I can give you a very thorough, non-biased review of your policy so far. So you frame them to take an action a few days later when they receive your sales email. So that is the whole purpose of having a target email. Do you all understand or not? Does that make sense to you all? Yes? Right, it makes sense. I see the heads nodding. Okay. So this is how you should be doing it. All right. So Vern asked a question here. I see a question right now. Should we have call to action in every email? If normally, what call to action for value email? My answer to that is no, you do not need to have call to action in every email. You do not need to do that, because sometimes you're just adding value. You don't need them to take an action. But when you have a value email, let's say you want to have a call to action, usually you can do it to be non-sales related. You can ask them to follow you on your social media or your other platforms. And then that's where you add even more value, because when they can follow you on all these, like say YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, right? They can actually get even more value from you, because those are other platforms that you should be adding value to your consumers or your audiences as well. So if they do that, then they will actually get to know you better, know you faster. So they might even follow you, and then once they get comfortable with you, your whole sales process will be a lot easier. So again, email is just one of the tools. You can use this tool and leverage on all the other tools. So this is one of the ways that we can do it. I hope Vern, that answer your question. All right. Terrell say, does a chat with us to find out more counts as a call to action? Yes, if you have that, is a call to action, but make sure that your chat to us function is a clickable thing that they can immediately click on it, that maybe leads to a WhatsApp or leads to a Telegram or something like that. If not, then it's not counted. If it's just a text there and then it's just reminding them or call this number, then that is not counted. When a call to action, what I want is that I want them to click on something and something will happen one. So click on here, follow on my Instagram. Click on here, you're going to have a WhatsApp. Click on here, you're going to do something. Okay, so that has to be something that can happen. Then I will consider that as a call to action. If it's just a text line to just say call with us to find out more, then to me, that is not really effective. Okay, have something for people to click and do. Right? I hope Terrell, I hope I pronounced it correctly. Terrell, that answer your question. I see, thank you. Okay, so good. So that is that. All right. So guys, the thing is this, right? The thing is that I went through everything that I have already, so I overrun by 36 minutes now. But I understand that some of you might be thinking that, hey, so Gavin, wow, good information so far, but is it very difficult to set up now? Because I'm not very tech savvy lah. I'm not very good with computer lah, this and that. How many of you have this concern? How many have this concern that that you all are thinking that is it very difficult to sell all these things or not? Yes or no? Well, I see don't have nobody have this concern. So good. Oh, you are very tech savvy. All right, but for some of you, you all might be thinking that, right? And the thing is this, the truth is no, right? Because if you ask me this question many years ago, whether all these things are very difficult to set up, I would say yes, that will be a very tough thing to do. It's very difficult to actually proceed and do more. But today with very advanced software that is available out there in the market, like the one that I recommend you, it's just $9 and super easy to set up. And with integrations to link to like your domain, with integrations to link to your landing pages and things like that. The truth is, it's now really, really very easy. It's a lot of cases where you just click, drag and drop. How many of you here can use the mouse, drag and drop one? Say yes in the comment section. And this one, I expect everybody to say yes. Because if you say no, then I jialat already. This one really a bit difficult to help. I need to crack my brain. Okay, so it's really easy to do nowadays. All right, so just explore a little bit. And the truth is, of course, you can talk to me privately. You know, to find out more. But YouTube, all this, there's a lot of mediums that you can find out. Watch some video tutorials. It's super easy nowadays to do that. And also, the next question is, I see someone actually talk about it also, right? About the only issue you have now is about crafting your email. So one of the other questions I get is that, do I have the right emails all the time? Do I have the right emails all the time? What do you think the answer to the question is, guys? Ask you all. You all been through 1.5 hours with me already. What do you think the answer to this question is? Vern say no. Only Vern say no. I think the rest still thinking. Not sure whether is it a yes or no. Right? Intai say no. Terrell say no. Right? Vern say craft email series one time. Exactly, right? Exactly. Okay, so the answer is that no. You can actually plan them out, write them all in one day, and then schedule them accordingly to send to people. And actually, the truth is this. I highly recommend that as well, because whether you're doing video marketing, I teach video marketing and all this stuff as well, whether you're doing content for video marketing or for email or for your social media or for anything like that, I highly recommend is that you sit down, plan one day, have a structure, which I don't have time to go through today, structure it out, and then plan it out, all of them, write it out, and then schedule them. It's going to make your life a lot easier. You don't want a case where every day you sit in front of a computer and then be scratching your head and then be like, alamak, jialat, today need to write what? Wow, today don't need to post what? Today don't need to film what? Today don't need to... then you'll be like, whole day doing this. That is really the case, right? How many of you actually experienced that before? Like you today look at people post and you're like, wow, jialat, I don't know what I need to post today. How to attract people, how to talk to people. How many of you actually felt that before? Right? So you really don't want that to happen. So my recommendation is always schedule out a day, right? Put it in your calendar, have a day where you do plenty of content, right? Write them all out and then you schedule them. Okay? And then the thing is this, right? The big question is this. If your email can make you money right? If the email can make you money anyway, would you continue to write email or not? Right? You will definitely continue to write one. If the email can make you money, you will definitely keep writing email. All right? So this is it, right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Email marketing is one of the tools in our tool shed that will help you generate income, right? It requires time and effort. Like any business out here that we need to do, right, is this. Any business that we need to do is that you definitely need to put in 3 things. I always say these 3 things. You always need to put in these 3 things. Time, effort, and money, right? You always need to put in time, effort, and money, right? So you always need to invest in your own business. If you yourself is not willing to invest in your business, why would anybody else want to invest in your business? Why would anybody else want to invest in you? So the question you always ask yourself is this. Do you have that mindset correct first? Are you willing to invest, put in time, effort, and money in your business first? If you're not, then I think we need to have a deeper conversation to find out how we can change that mindset. If you have that already, then you understand this. You will understand all this concept. And after learning from me today, I hope you all got a lot of value from this session. So after you all got the value from this session, you all will go out there and implement. And I hope that I didn't waste the last 1 hour and 40 minutes of my life using so much saliva, because my whole screen now a lot of saliva stain already. Then you are not going to take action. Again, people say this, right? Last time people say knowledge is power. How many of you hear this before? Knowledge is power. Right? I see a lot of hands raising. You all say, yes, knowledge is power. I tell you all what, the truth is this. Knowledge alone is not power. Okay? Knowledge alone is not power. Right? The fact of the matter is this. Knowledge plus taking the right action is power. Okay? Knowledge plus taking right action is power. In fact, the truth is this. If you ask me, I want to go one step deeper, right? Even without knowledge, right, taking action is also more powerful. Because through action, that's where you will learn. And then through learning, you know what is the right action to take, and that's where you will improve and become better. Having all the knowledge in the world doesn't make you the best. It doesn't change the world, right? It's only when you have knowledge and taking the right action, that's when you're going to move far and move beyond. All right, so that's actually my ending quote. Actually, I have a lot of stories to plan and share with you guys, but I don't think I have time for that. So I'm just going to move on to the, I don't even have time to go through that, right? So I'm just going to go to Q&A right now. So guys, any questions that I can cover or anything that I can share with you guys or you all would like to ask me, right? How can I help you all? I see Carlson PM and say, after developing the email, how do you know it's good to go? After developing the email already, you just have to schedule it, and then the system will automatically send it out for you. You don't have to worry about it. If you are asking about whether is it good enough to go or not, then I would say just actually put yourself in the shoes of your subscriber. When you are reading the email, do you actually find that the email is a little bit oppressive? Whether is it a little bit not related or not? If you don't feel that way and you feel that it's still like a conversation, it is something, that email that is very relatable to you, then I would say it's good enough already. All right. So I hope that kind of like answer Carlson's question. If they are talking about the technical things, it's all in the system. It's very straightforward. They will tell you that it's all scheduled and everything you can track. Terrell asks, how do you prevent the emails from entering the junk email? Okay, so in most circumstances, if they are, because right now what we are doing is we are doing something called permission-based marketing. So they are the one that actually give you the permission to email them on. Okay, so most of your emails in the first place will not end up in junk unless they feel it, they put it over there. The truth is that there's no way, 100% way that we can like say cannot and don't go to junk. Okay, we cannot control it. It's all based on the person's inbox. Like for example, I can send an email right now to all of you, right? It's gonna be different as well. Like for Yuntai, maybe you land in his primary inbox. For Biancat, maybe you end up in promotions. For another person, it might end up in social. For another person, you end up in inbox. This is an algorithm within Google that sometimes is very difficult to track. Usually, most of the time, you send out the first few one when they first subscribe, it will definitely go to the inbox, right? Or sometimes to the promotion already. But what you need to do is this, right? What you need to do is that's why we teach you all these techniques, is that people will start to open your email and reply you and take action. Because as they do all these things, right, the email server are actually tracking. They are tracking whether people are opening the email, people are clicking it, people are reading it. So as they gather more data, they will start to realize that, hey, actually this person email, the person really every time got open one. So next time we should not send you the promo. We should just send it to inbox because this person is genuinely interested. Or if it's already inbox, then they will continue to track the data and let it stay there. Right? You don't want the case where it's usually you send out a lot of emails and people don't open. Then ultimately over time they will start going to promos. Then end up people will start to lose track. They don't read it anymore. Because the truth is like ever since Gmail or all the other email, they start introducing all these different tabs like inbox, social, and promotion. Truthfully, I mean, touch your heart, let me know. How many of you will go and read the promos and the social tab one? Right? Probably very little. Most of us just read the inbox. Okay, I do read the promos and stuff because I'm a marketer myself. I always want to spy on people, right? So that's something that I do. So that's something that you all should consider. So Tora, I hope I answer your question. The straightforward answer is that there is no one specific way that you can do that. But the best way to do it is to encourage people to open your email more, interact with your email more. That is the best way to minimize the chance of that happening. Okay. Carlson also asked me, who are the email marketers we can copy from? Wow, this is a very good question, Carlson, because it really depends on the kind of industry that you are in. But personally, I'm a marketer myself. I follow a lot of the big names. I look at Tony Robbins. I look at Grant Cardone. I look at Anik Singhal. I look at Russell Branson. For local people, I also look at like people like Eric Feng. I look at people like Gabriel Wong, all the big event seminar company. I also follow their email. I don't mind being spammed by them every time because I'm just spying on them also, right? So there's all the people that I follow. So I would say that what you should do is, Carlson, I'm not sure what industry you are in, but I recommend is that you're going to look at the famous people in your industry. If they are famous and they are on the social media or anything like that, I'm also quite sure a lot of them will have their own email list one, because if you're a good marketer worth your salt, you understand the importance of why email database is important, and that's why every marketer out there or any business people out there who are worth their salt, they will have an email database. So my recommendation is, depending on what industry you're in, go and sort out all these famous people and then go and sign up for their newsletter. Don't think of it as spam, right? But think of it as someone who you can emulate and copy if they are good, right? Like you are saying right in the message, all right? So I hope that answers your question, Carlson, because I think it's more specific, industry specific. So I don't know why you are in. So my recommendation is go and find out people who are famous in your industry, seek them out, and then go and opt into their email database. Okay, so that is what I have. Any more questions, guys? While I'm waiting for the questions, maybe just a small request that I could do is this. You all can follow me on social media. I have my own digital channels right now, but I don't think I'm here to promote that. So don't worry, just follow me on my social media. Go to Facebook or Instagram and search for Hey Gavin Sim, and you should be able to find me. And just add me as a friend if you want as well. Follow me on my social media and everything. And if you all think that this training has been good for you guys, it'd be good that maybe you all can write us a feedback. Write entire feedback. Thank him for inviting me on the this session, and give me some reviews or say something good lah. Hopefully,
How can I get my guys to give you a review? Your Facebook page or what?
If they can do it on the Facebook page, that would be great. That would be excellent. If not, they can text you. I assume you are in.
Or maybe you just pull out your Facebook page, show on the screen.
Pull out my Facebook page.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll message them. Pull up.
All right. So since Intai very kindly allowed me to do that, so I'll just do that right now.
So everybody just open your Facebook and just look for Gavin's page and just follow and just leave a feedback. So because he has taken time to share his experience and his expertise. Yeah.
Oops, sorry. All right, so if you go to over here, you all just go to facebook.com, right? You all just type /Hey Gavin Sim. You all be able to find me.
I'm following your page. I think I should be.
Yeah.
I think I should be following your page.
Oh, you're following my page. Okay, good. So this is my page. I have about 16K followers and stuff, but I post a bit of stuff there. Or you all can just go to the search bar on top, right? I think you all search Hey Gavin Sim, it should show up as well. All right, so you all can actually search for it, Hey Gavin Sim. Then you can just click on that, and you all should be able to then like and follow me. You all want to add me as a personal friend, I don't mind as well. Feel free to do that. And if you all are very kind enough to want to leave me a good review, then you all just go to the tab on the left and click on review over here, and you all can just share your feedback. I would love to have that if you all will do it. But that's it. Yeah, thanks Intai for allowing me to share this. I appreciate it.
No problem. Okay,
so
thanks Gavin.
A lot of value or not?
A lot of value. I think I wrote like 2 pages of notes.
Actually, I think I skipped quite a few stuff also because I really think I overrun too much already. So I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
about also lah. Yeah, I didn't know you can't carry it within 1 hour. Sorry about that. I think 2 hours will be just nice, or 2.5 hours. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions, you can just WhatsApp me, or you can actually, since you all have already gone on this page, you can just contact Gavin direct. Gavin is an awesome guy, and he's really helpful lah. So kind of in the values that we have in our community lah, be helpful, be happy, and just thank Gavin and thank all of you for joining us for today, and hope you guys have learned a lot. But main thing is, like Gavin said, right, we must apply it. Apply. So what you learn, apply it. Yeah, just apply. Just start to just think through a bit how to use the email to fit with your business, and then to then start to collect your own leads and all that. Yeah. So thank you guys. I'll end the meeting, and I've actually recorded. So please PM me if you want a copy of the recording. Yes.
Intai. Sorry, I forgot to say something earlier because I was telling them that where they could actually find out all the resources, right? So just let me share for a while.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hold on. Where is the thing that I need to share? Oops, I think it's the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, this one. Okay, so I was telling you all where you all can get all the resources that I use. I provide a lot of different resources as well. So you all can just go to like heygavinsim.com/resource. Right, so if you all go there, you'll actually be brought to a resource page that have all some of the tools that I use. So it has like how to, for video marketing, for email, for YouTube analysis, or how you want to, a lot of free trials that you might want to consider. You can get a domain hosting, everything here. So, but caveat, some of these are my affiliate links, but these are the resources that I use. So this is a page where you can get a list of them so that you all can actually download it or apply through here as well. So that you all don't have to go spend a short time to go and search and find out which one. So I update this list regularly. Sometimes I put the best deals that I know of over here as well. So this is where you all should go. So it's just heygavinsim.com/resource. So this is where you all can go and get all the resources. If not, sorry for stealing the thunder at the last minute. But once again, thank you guys. I hope you all enjoy the session.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Goodbye. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Bye.